go. Welcome,
Max,
Vince. Okay, sorry.
uh they don't say the the one.
Well, I do now, and it's the second time doing this, so we're gonna roll with it.
Well, just in like professional
Gotcha.
atmosphere.
I know you. I know you know a lot more than I do.
Also, here's my joke. Do
Mm.
you know why sound guys only count to two? Mic check 1 2 1 2.
I don't. Why?
It's because once you get to three, it means you're lifting something heavy, and you can never count on a sound guy to be there for that.
All right. So, Vince,
No, not even a little chuckle.
I chuckled. I chuckled. But uh, welcome to Campaign 2, your session 0. You
Woo!
are located within the you are located within the continent of Tumultua, which is, if you're curious, Temultua.
I have to remember how to open my notes.
Okay.
Continent. Spell it again.
Uh, Tem
EUM. Oh, EM.
Ult
UOT.
UA
UA. Okay,
Tumultua.
copy. Continent. I'm trying to multitask right now,
It's all
so
good, brother.
I, yeah. Okay. Anyway, you can continue.
The year is 1851, and you are and you are within the city of Hachoma, which is primarily known for its industrialism and kind of advancements in the field of engineering and sciences. Uh,
Wait.
you begin your
How
story. Oh,
do you spell
yes.
that?
Hachoma.
Yeah.
Hatch.
Okay. And then OMA.
Yes, yes. In
And
the
then science and engineering.
science and engineering.
Copy.
You begin your adventure standing inside of an art museum. You've let the day pass you, and you've just been wandering about, looking at various folks on the street and admiring the sights. And stepping into the art museum, you admire some works from painters and sculptors of the past. And as you're kind of almost lost in the beauty of it, you hear someone behind you.
Um, what do I hear? What do you and
Uh,
do I need to look
you,
for
you
perception?
well, you just hear someone coughing.
Okay.
Just trying to like get your attention. Like, hey,
Oh, like obviously trying to get my attention.
yeah.
Okay. I'll turn. I'll turn.
Mhm. You recognize an individual as being one of your as one of your father's uh some kind of pseudo bodyguard kind of butler, and just standing there, just going, Miss Liorfiette, your father is requesting your presence back at the manor.
No, fucking great.
I'm terribly sorry to interrupt you, but he said it was urgent and that he would dock more pay if I did not come home with you.
You tell him that he can come get me himself, because I'm not playing this little game right now.
Miss Liorfiette, I would strongly encourage you, as
It's Liorfiette. Get it correct.
my apologies, Miss Liorfiette. I could escort
What
you
does he
back to the
want?
manor if need be.
Do
He's
you have any
his
idea?
intentions were very mixed, and he seemed very angry when I tried to ask him.
All right. You better have a carriage waiting. I'm not walking.
If you don't mind waiting, I can get a carriage to escort you back.
How far away are we? Am I just
It's
making?
it's genuinely probably about like a 5 or 10 minute walk. You're in the nicer part of Hachoma, and it's not too far away from the manor. But if you insist on getting a carriage,
Um. Okay, so assuming the butler recognized me,
mm,
is it because I'm wearing noble clothes at the moment?
you're wearing fancy. You're wearing kind of more high end clothes, and it's definitely like the butler is more. You're getting the feeling that the butler definitely knows maybe where some of your more like hotspot areas are, and
Yeah,
probably
call for a carriage.
checked. Very well. And
I'm
you
gonna
see
take
he
that extra time and, continue looking at art and
gotcha.
admiring.
And roughly about 5 or 10 minutes pass until the butler comes back and goes, "Miss Liorfiette, the carriage is waiting outside."
Okay. Um, is the butler strong?
It's it's more like his frame is kind of average. He doesn't seem particularly strong, but he doesn't seem frail.
I'm gonna put my arm around his shoulder and pop up into his arms, like, and make him bride carry me to the car.
Okay, Miss Liorfiette, as you wish. And as you are being escorted through the glances of many higher end people also admiring some of the art here. Your butler carries you to the carriage, places you in the back, carefully, of course, and the 5 minute ride back to the manor is nice as you get to just look out the window and see a lot of the culture that's just kind of just building in the street. It's maybe about noon or 1 or 2 at this point, more so towards noon. But as you arrive at the manor, you see the gates open, and it's
Wait, I
kind
can't
of
even talk to the butler on the carriage ride?
well. I apologize if you wanted to say anything. There's a little window that you can talk to him in that he's currently
Yeah.
leading the horses.
Wait, did I ever get the butler's name?
You never make a history check because maybe you cared, maybe you didn't.
No. Yeah, I don't know if I, like, wouldn't yeah, that's my question.
Hmm.
D20, 15 plus 2, 17.
You remember the word? You remember you've asked this question multiple times before, and you're like, "What is it? What is
Yeah.
it?" It's Thomas. Thomas Shelfsmore.
Stanley Butler. Thomas what?
Shelfsmore.
Shelf? Like SH?
Shelfsmore.
Or
Kind of Shelfsmore.
okay. Um, so Thomas,
Mm,
does my
yes.
father still pay you?
Uh, every 2 weeks. Yes.
Oh, it's bi-weekly. Wait, that's so funny. Um, how much did he threaten to dock your pay?
Well, I'm currently being paid 25 gold pieces per week, and he threatened to lower it to 20 or 15. It's good living,
Yeah,
but I'd rather not be on the bad side of your father.
I understand that we're giving you lodging and food, but that's no reason for him to talk to you like that. I'll make sure I'll check him. Thanks for carrying me to the carriage.
You're very welcome, Miss Liafet. And do you have anything else you want to say to him before you pull into the manor?
It's Lior Fiette, four
Lior
syllables.
Fiat. My apologies. It's been a very long day. And
No
it's only
worries.
noon.
I
As
just
you
know
see,
Dad would say
as you see,
something.
he kind of he takes his handkerchief and just kind of dabs his head from some of the sweat.
Um, why are you sweating so much?
It's mm, partially due to me carrying you, and partially the I'm a little bit nervous for you, as he didn't seem to have the nicest of attitudes when he was asking me to come get you.
You're are you hiding something?
Do you want to make an insight check?
Well, I was
Are
going to.
you asking him, or do you want to try and read him to see if maybe he's hiding something?
No, no, no. Well, I was gonna insight check, but it wouldn't really make sense to insight check that because I believe him that there's like my dad was whatever.
Mm.
I need him to like I need to know if he knows something. So that's what I'm gonna
You
insight
can,
check.
yeah. Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah. So like I ask him if he's hiding something,
Gotcha.
and then he's gonna answer, and I'll roll my insight check.
Okay, is the dice working for you?
Oh, you want me to roll it now?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was assuming that something was wrong with the dice.
No, 8.
8. You can definitely. It's not hard to tell. This is definitely Thomas is definitely a man who wears his emotions on his sleeve, and you can definitely tell that he's definitely not telling you the full story.
Um, I'm gonna stop the carriage.
Are you going to stop it yourself, or are you gonna ask him to stop?
Well, he's not the one driving, right? He's just
He
in the
is. There,
cabin.
there's a window that you're kind of like that you're like against that you're able to talk to him from.
I'm gonna tell him to stop.
Very well. And you see he stops and he turns around and he goes like, "Is there anything you need?"
Um, yes. What are you hiding?
Uh, is this pertaining to your father or me in general?
You know what I'm talking about. And remember, I'm on your side here.
Make a persuasion check.
Um, plus 8, 11.
11. He mentioned, and I wanted to have him tell you this in advance. He didn't want me to tell you this in advance, but he doesn't particularly like your lack of action as it pertains to the company. He seems very aggravated in regards to your constant meandering and what he self described as a waste of the day.
This conversation again. Hey,
It seems much worse than the other conversations, though. I believe he's going to take more action regarding it in this situation.
go ahead and take your time getting back. Grab a drink, maybe some food at the tavern. Go get a
I
spa.
I
We
have
should.
obligations,
I'm not saying we're not gonna get there. I'm just saying taking care of yourself is the most important part of your life.
and
I think
I
you find it
understand that.
important.
It's just I'm nervous that I'm nervous. I would not rather incite his wrath.
I will make sure you will not get a pay cut.
Could I? Apologies if this is me stepping out of turn. Could I perhaps take you back to the manor and you handle this while I get while I gather drinks and food for you to on my return?
Not for me, for yourself.
It doesn't feel right if I were to go out and try and gather it.
Okay, okay. Let's
I
just
am
go.
a man who is on duty, unfortunately, Miss Liorfiette. Liorfiette, sorry.
Lior be et.
Lior V et. I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, it's okay, you goofball. Let's go.
All right, and taking you to the manor, uh, he opens the door to the carriage for you to step out.
Oh, all right. Time me. I want to see how fast I can get out of this place. Oh,
Um,
damn,
uh, uh,
home.
and you see as you're like running towards the house, you see he's like quickly trying to like go into his coat to try and find a stopwatch.
Is a
Uh,
stopwatch a thing?
it's less of like a stopwatch, I should say. It's more like a pocket watch. He's just using it to just keep track of the time.
Copy.
And you
I'm
run.
gonna put my headphones in real quick. Let me know if my audio cuts out on OBS.
All right,
Hello, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. You are coming through clearly.
Cool. I'm
All
good.
right. And so running inside the manor, you've been here thousands of times, in and out, in and out, in and out. And uh, are you heading towards your father's study?
I'm trying to get this over with.
Mhm.
Do I
Uh,
run into anyone on the way there? Anyone I
uh,
like? Anyone I don't like?
you see, I mean, you see the occasional other like maid and butler, but they're not. They seem to just stop and nod and pay respect to you, and with a quick glance, you could see that a lot of them are cleaning the scuff marks out of the floor that you tend to run around in a lot.
Oh, Butler, how I miss you so.
Mm.
Dad's not busy, is he?
Uh, he appears to be in his study waiting for you. He's requested that none of us enter his study until the conversation between him and you has concluded.
Be honest with me. Are you guys gonna put your ears up to the door and listen?
Uh, I I would not risk my job for a bit of gossip, Miss Liorfiette.
Right, insight check.
Sure, yeah.
Do I need to add my insight to that? Would you like
I
me
mean,
to?
it's high enough.
Okay.
You can definitely tell that he's being very honest. This is a good the the Liorfiette kind of like butler position is a very like good position, and risking it with something like this is incredibly foolish.
Okay. Well, maybe we can have a picnic out on the courtyard after.
Would you like me to begin preparations on that while you are talking with your father?
Um, yeah, sure.
Very well. And you see a few of them begin to start walking over and preparing a spot on the courtyard for you.
Don't overdo it.
Very well. And you see the
I,
very
I
large
swear if I walk out to a whole gala.
you see two very large doors that are your father's study. Do you wish to enter?
I- I'm just gonna walk in. He's expecting me.
Yes. And as you enter, you can see you've seen this room before. The vastness, the ostentatiousness is definitely cranked to 11 here. You can see that the walls are lined with books that are covered in dust, more as a status piece than really an honest reader. But you can see to the side of him is a fire that's definitely on the waning out end of its lifetime. And your father sitting behind a large desk with paper scattered over it. He's got one hand to his forehead and a quill in the other as he sees you enter.
Hi, Daddy. I'm gonna sit down and cross my legs and like be all bratty or snotty brat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yes.
like blonde. Yeah, you understand.
Hello, Kaya. I
It's KO.
Okay, sorry. Hello, Kaya.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Hello, Kaya.
You summoned?
I have. Are you aware of your spending habits?
I haven't bought that much recently.
Are you sure? Because I have a receipt here that is that is the current, and you see he holds up a piece of paper that is the current tally mark for everything that you have spent within the city in the last 2 weeks. Do you know how much that racks up to?
Like an eighth of your net worth.
256 gold pieces, 13 silver pieces, and 56 copper pieces. Where are you?
Oh, so less than your net worth.
Yes.
I don't see the
But
issue.
that is not the problem at hand, Kaya. The issue at hand is that you keep leeching off of me. I have tried to get you into a position at the company multiple times in low end positions, in high end positions, but you cannot hold a job to save your life.
You know how I feel about working for you. You know how I feel about working.
I
This is what I
know,
want to do.
and I know where your heart is at, but understand that where your heart is at and what makes you money do not co-align. You are one of
I think
the
you expect
most
too much of me.
powerful families. Please do not speak until I've given you a moment. You are part of one of the most powerful families within within the Southern Empire. We are a treasure to the military. We are we have been given their support and they support us with funding. You are in a nice house with nice butlers and nice maids because of this legacy. Do you
You
understand?
are you are killers.
We are not killers. We are suppliers. We are dealers. We are the ones who keep you safe, the ones that keep the streets safe. And understand that that is not the issue at hand. The issue is you.
The way I see it, there's not much of a difference between you and the enemy.
You see, he runs his hand just up his head through his hair. I have come to a conclusion with you. And do you want to hear what that conclusion is?
No, but you're gonna tell me anyway.
Of course I am, because
And
you never
I
want
like
to
twirl
hear
my hair.
the truth. You are being kicked out of the house. You are being stripped of your rank, and you are given 1 year to try and find a stable source of income, something that can support you and pay back the potential thousands of gold pieces that you have taken from me, from
You
our
can't do
coffers.
that to me.
Yes, I can. And do you want to know why?
Why?
Because right now, at this at this current point, you do not hold this family rank. You do not hold the Liorfiette title. You are merely a leech in my side, and as much as I want to say that it will be better because you are my daughter, I have come to the unfortunate conclusion that you are nothing more than a parasite in my company. And I hate to do this, but you but you are given 24 hours to leave this establishment. And if anyone catches you back on these grounds, then you will be forcibly removed from it. Now, I will give you a secondary option.
Hope it's better than the first one.
The secondary option is that you quit your spending habits. You are cut off from our financial support, but you work directly under me for our company. You will be taught our ways, taught directly, and if you stray from those ways, I will have no I will have no other choice but to disconnect you entirely. You will not have a year. You will be immediately removed.
Look at daddy, big powerful boss man, always making it about work.
So what is it, Kaya?
Choose the first one. You're always gonna choose your business over me anyway.
I try to include you in my work to make sure that you are a part of a legacy that is that goes back hundreds of years.
So smart. And what do you use it for?
I use it for us, for the family, for everything.
I just gotta look at him.
He's pissed.
Uh, Is he gonna say anything else?
He's waiting for you.
You have anything else?
I don't think I have anything
I,
else left to say to you. It's your choice.
so I have a year.
You have 1 year.
Uh, I can sleep here tonight though, right?
You have 24 hours to do whatever you need here. But after that, I do not want to see you on our property. I can see you in the city, but I do not want to see you in the in the grounds. And if the guards catch you in the grounds, you will be forcibly removed.
But I'm your daughter, and this is my home.
You have leached off of my goodwill for far too long.
And she's gonna stand up, like wiping her tears and running out the door.
And running out the door, you see that a small group has actually amassed. Not the ones that you were talking to earlier, but just at a distance to see what the result is.
That's so cruel. Uh,
What do you want to do?
I'm so vulnerable. I did they avoid eye contact with me?
Once they see you leave, there's a brief like maybe like a second of eye contact, and they all just like turn to like do other things. Some walk away, some continue dusting, some continue cleaning the scuff marks out of the floor.
Um, okay. I'm gonna do what is around me right now? Where am I? Am I like inside
You're
the castle?
it's more of a manor. It's like a two-story manor.
Oh, the manor. Okay.
It's more of just like a long hallway that stretches around. It's the manor itself is kind of in like a large square format, and I mean a lot of the rooms are lower, higher. Where do you personally want to go?
Mm. All right, we're gonna go to my room.
All right. And what do you want to do in your room? Do you just want to?
I'm gonna start packing some important things.
Mhm.
Um, I'm not sure exactly what's in my room.
I mean, we'll say that's
It's
just
just something I
it's
was.
just part of like your starting gear that you're starting to like get
Ah,
together.
okay,
As you're packing,
okay.
you just hear a knock on the door. Miss Liorfiette.
And who is it? I turned to see.
Your door's closed unless you wish to leave it ajar.
Uh, come in.
And you see the door open, and you see it's Thomas stepping in, and he goes, "I I heard the news of what happened.
It just happened. How do you know?
He told me in advance the two options, and you didn't seem to be very much excited to be coming out of that room, so I came to the assumption that you had
Oh, I'm
chosen
ecstatic. What makes you think that?
your mascara is running.
And she like hurries up to like wipe it off with her sleeve.
As much as I disapprove of your father's handling of the situation, you must agree that part of what he's saying is true.
But to work for him is murder, and I refuse.
You have been given many options, Miss Lafayette. Not many get that many chances. And as unfortunate as I wish to say this to a client, a client of my master's, he does have some truth to his words, as harsh as they are.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, Thomas.
I don't know either, but I come bearing a gift for your future.
You didn't have to. Um, what is it? Did he like pull it out? Is it? What am I
It's a
looking?
small cylindrical object that's wrapped in not great wrapping paper, but it's got a nice little like string bow on it.
What is this?
Um, it's a birthday present. I understand that yours is coming soon, and while you may not be here in the manner I wish to give my sincerest appreciation for being in your servitude.
I I don't know what to say. You didn't have to get me this.
I know, but the future is a very unknown place, and I wanted to at least give you a tool that could help you make it a little bit clearer.
Um, I take it, I guess.
Do you wish to open it now, or do you want to open it in the future?
Uh, I um I ask him that.
What do you want to ask him? I just mean like speak it more as Kaya.
So do I open it now or should I save it? Um,
You may open it whenever you feel it is necessary. It's your gift. Can do whatever you wish with it.
you can stop with the formalities. I'm leaving after today.
I understand, Miss Liorfiette, but I've grown attached to you merely as a butler, nothing more than that. But I respect you, and I wish to see your future be much brighter than what it is currently.
I appreciate it. I wish there was something I could return or give to you in return.
The only thing you can do for me is to come back a much stronger and more powerful woman than you were previously.
I'll remember you, and I'm gonna put it with the rest of the things I'm packing.
Mhm. And if you like, Thomas can assist in helping you pack.
Uh, um, I mean, I can't really. It's okay. I There's only so much one person can carry.
Very well. And you see, He walks out of the room, closes the door behind him, and maybe about an hour of packing various clothes, equipment, tools, resources, things that might be helpful in the future. You find yourself with
Yep.
a full. Would you say it's more of a suitcase or more of like a bag?
I was. What do fancy? What do nobles travel around with?
I'd probably say more suitcases. I mean,
Like a treasure chest full of clothes?
uh, I'd, I mean, what's your strength score? And let me just like see, just like it's. I'd say probably stuff that you could like fit in like a suitcase and like you
What
have
did
like
you just ask what my strength is?
I asked what your strength was just because I checked your sheet. Uh, I should
It's
because like just to see,
negative.
yeah. So like you can like have your rapiers like on your side and like a lot of
Yeah.
your gear.
All the other stuff will just be in my backpack.
Yeah, yeah,
I have a backpack.
yeah. You do.
Mhm. Alright. Um, I guess I'm gonna head to the kitchen and
Mm,
have them prepare me food
mm,
that won't spoil for a while.
mm. And we'll just say that that's like part of the rations that you have that you take with you is like additional rations.
And then can I go to the library and look for a map?
Sure.
College of Lord, looking to learn. Yeah.
Make an investigation check for me.
I
I
I
yeah.
just realized I need dice being back. I'll equip that. Oh, that's a 4.
Uh,
What is this? Investigation?
yes.
Um, +1. I
Plus
get a
one.
5.
5. It's not too hard for you. Unlike your father, have actually read a lot of the library and you would quickly at least know where like some of the books are. It takes you a little bit of a second because because you find maps of like other locations, much more outdated ones, but you eventually find a much more modern one that can work for you of the continent of Tumultua.
Um,
I can send it
am
to
I
you.
I'm slightly intrigued by these 2 maps, the differences.
Yes, here's the not yet completed, but the version of the map that exists right now.
Okay. Uh, um, just because I feel like the old map is gonna come in handy for some reason, can I take both?
Sure, yeah, you could take yeah.
Uh, New and old. Okay. Oh, wait. What's the date today?
The current day is it's around
No, sorry, real life.
oh, it's the 18th.
December 2024, session 0.
And I will if you'd like I can pin the map in Discord just so you can reference it whenever you need. And I'll update it when the new one comes out.
Damn it. I was trying to do some shit, like make my text bold in notes, but it won't work.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
uh as you kind of take the maps, you see Thomas is there once more and goes, if you are interested, I can take you anywhere across the city in the chariot as a last service.
would you like to join me for lunch out in the courtyard?
You see, you see, he takes his watch out, checks it. Sure, I can take my break.
I'm gonna invite all the staff, actually.
Uh, make a persuasion check.
Sorry.
It's all good.
That's an 11? Really?
Plus,
Where no, 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 it looks like a 19 on here.
uh,
Um, Persuasion +8.
plus 8, 19. Get yourself settled in the courtyard. I can bring out as much people as I can.
Oh, da 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 da, out to the
Mm.
courtyard.
And you see that there's the small banquet that you requested is there. Uh, bits of food are laid out. Nothing too ostentatious. As it was just you requested just a simple meal.
Did
In
you,
roughly about 15 minutes.
you learn a new word, Max?
Os-
Ostentatious. You used it twice now in, like,
I
the
mean, to
last
be
10
fair,
minutes.
you're in high culture right now, man.
Okay.
So, you've in roughly about 15 minutes, you see maybe about 15 to 20 of the staff members are currently outstanding. Ah, I have brought as many as I can. Some are busy elsewhere, and others would rather not get themselves involved with this. Huh.
It's not that fancy.
Is there anything you need from us, Miss Liorfiette?
Um, yeah, I just wanted to have some food with you guys one last time. You always serve me, so come sit.
And you see some of them are very timid and like, should I? Should I? And like a minute or so, you see like a bunch of people are sitting and talking, and they're enjoying the food, but you see that they're being very cleanly. They're not trying to make any. They're trying not to make any much more of a mess than they already are.
Have I not been very nice to them in the past? Do I need a roll history,
Uh,
or are you
I
satisfied with
I
me?
would say that I'm. This is mainly how my interpretation of it, and you can say it's wrong or it's right. My interpretation of it is, it's not that you weren't nice to them. It's that I don't think you paid them much mind. I think
Oh,
I think you use them as a tool and as a resource, but it wasn't that you were like, "Oops, I spilled this. Pick it up."
okay. Um, I am going to try to inspire them and be like, and give them a pep talk. You're like, I
All right.
know
Do you want to make the
we
pep talk?
haven't. I can.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to give him a pep talk, by all means.
I'll give you a little. I better get inspiration for this. uh, Sorry.
You
Listen, I know I haven't exactly been there at all, as I was growing up, but I've always noticed you, and I appreciate how much you guys do around here and do for me and my father. Oh, my father, he's a handful, isn't he? Yeah, uh,
nervous chuckles.
uh, but yeah, I just wanted to give back because you guys have been so great.
And
That's my pep talk.
there's a bit of clapping, just from parts of the table, but it's definitely a little bit awkward, being that the current situation that you're in with your father, and that
I,
things are changing. This is a big change for you and for them.
I recognized some of you might have some feelings towards what you might have saw, but I'll be back in a year, and everything should be okay by then. We're manifesting some positive affirmation.
And there's another round of clapping and some slight, yeah, yeah, support. It's definitely not a grand,
I'm gonna use minor illusion to make fireworks
all right.
appear.
Yeah, and I mean, let me check. Let me just check real quick if minor illusion actually just like makes noise. Uh,
It should.
it does
Is it one or
sound.
the other though?
It's one or the other, but I'll say for this, you can. I'll say for this, I'll let you like just
I'll
say it.
just make the firework explode and
All right.
then go boom after, right?
Yep, that works.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I'd do.
Alrighty. And once the small banquet is tidied up, you see Thomas is there, just just standing. Anything else you would need from me?
Hmm. Be honest, how bad was that?
It was a good speech, just not at the right time.
It was that bad, huh?
I wouldn't say it's bad.
Inside check.
Go for it. He's being honest. Like there is sincerity to his body language and the way he's like saying it to you. He truly believes in you. It's just that he understands that the vibe of the place is definitely a little bit jangled ever since your father's verdict.
Well, I guess I gotta find somewhere to sleep for
There's
tomorrow
an
night.
there's an inn in the town that I frequented a few times before I started working for your father. Would you like me to take you there?
Yeah. If it's recommended by you, why, of course.
And you getting into the carriage. Do you wish to walk or do you wish to take the carriage?
Do you ever get sick of chauffeuring, Thomas?
In an honest sense, yes.
Would it be easier for you if we walked?
I think it would be nice.
Well, let's go for a little ditty, a little P Diddy.
Okay. And the two of you walk up. The
God,
two of
write
you.
down that statement.
We'll just say it never happened, man. The two of you walk off the manor and have some light conversation along the street. Uh, and eventually you get to you get to the Lion's Mane Inn.
Why does that sound familiar?
Are you asking him that?
No, like I'm asking you, was that the name of the some building in the last campaign?
I think it probably sounded a lot of the inns sound similar, but not exactly the same.
Okay,
So,
didn't want to metagame.
no,
It
no, no,
sounded like
that's fair. That's fair. I figured you didn't have any other malicious intent. You were just curious. And in front of Lion's Mane, and you see he takes two gold pieces and places them in your hand. This will cover your room for the night.
you. I can't take this money.
It's in good faith, as technically
I'm gonna
I'm.
try to give it
Oh,
back to him.
do you want to slide a hand?
No, I'm gonna like very obviously try to give it back to him.
And you see, as you try and hand it, he closes your hand over the coins and pushes it back towards you. Please consider this our last formality.
Okay, well in that case, at least let me thank you properly for all that you have done. And I'm gonna try to hug him while
And
like crying.
he, you see, he's a bit shocked, but he takes the hug, and it's a nice
And now
soft.
I slide a hand.
Okay, it's a nice soft moment.
4 plus I can't read that number. Is it a 5? That's a 5. 9.
All right, let's. I'll do a perception check to see if he picks up on it. You see,
The rolls aren't public. I
uh,
don't know what you got.
true. You see, you slip the coin into like a pocket of his, and as the hug ends, you get the feeling that he hasn't noticed.
Yay. Okay. Um, so as he walks out, I'm assuming he's walking out at this point.
Yep. He gives you a bow and then begins walking back to the manor.
I'm gonna give him a little love tap on his booty as he walk out and go, "Thanks, Thomas Shelfmore. I'll always remember you."
And as I with you, Kaya Liorfiette.
Oh, I was like obviously flirty. Like
Yeah, I get you.
Okay, okay, okay.
And as you see him like walk away, and it's maybe about 60 feet, you reach a hand into one of your pockets and you realize he slipped the 2 gold pieces back to you.
Can I history to see how he might have done that?
Sure, yeah.
Uh, 5.
You you're trying to like rationalize it. It's like, I mean, he wasn't strong, but he could have been dexterous.
Like just fast.
Just quick hands.
Hear that, man. All right. I
Stepping in.
begrudgingly put them on the counter. Oh my God, that was a hard word.
And you see that the you see the lady behind the counter, kind of in her older ages. She has an apron on, takes it and goes. I'm assuming this is for a room or for a drink.
How much is both?
Well, it depends on what depends on what you're thirsty for, but the rooms too, and the drinks, depending on what you want, can range from copper to gold.
Um, I'm gonna ask him if he saw who I walked in with.
The bartender?
Yeah.
She, by the way. Uh,
Oh, she,
yeah,
sorry.
and ask her as Kaya.
Did you see me walk in here when I first got here?
I gave you a little glance. You didn't seem to be too much of
Did
a
you
hassle.
did you recognize the man I was with by chance?
Think so. Thomas was
Uh,
his name?
yeah. Show some more.
Oh,
Ring a bell?
Chelsmore. I used to, he used to be he used to be one of the barkeepers like myself. He used to be behind the counter.
Oh, no way. Stories you must have heard.
You tend to hear a
Did
lot.
you
You see a lot of interesting faces pass through here.
did he train you?
Did he what?
Did he train you on how to bartend? Because you seem to
Oh,
be so great at your
no, no,
job.
no, no, no.
You know so much.
Flatter me, but I trained him.
You train Oh, that makes so much more sense. Obviously, someone of your caliber would be taking over this whole business.
Stop.
Is there any chance I could perhaps get a strong drink and a room?
That depends. You looking for something that'll knock you out or something that'll keep you happy for a while?
I had a rough day.
Knock you out it is. And do you want the bottle or do you want a glass?
I'll take a glass, but you can leave the bottle here.
Very well. And you see she
And
good.
I very obviously put down the 2 gold coins.
Mhm. You place down to 2 gold coins. And you see she takes a nice bottle. You see it's like it's got like the whole like red wax nearby the head of the bottle. Uh,
Oh, whoa. I didn't know that was the time period we're in.
you're in good culture. And you see she takes it and she hands it to you. She places it on the counter. She says, "That'll be another 2 gold."
So, I only have the 2 that I put down. Is there something we could work out?
You have 25 gold pieces on you, by the way.
I I'm I'm aware.
Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, I just didn't know if you knew. Uh, you see, she takes the bottle. She places a hand and she kind of slides it back a little. What did you have in mind?
I was just hoping for a room and perhaps a lovely drink with you. You just seem so interesting. I wanna hear more about your story. But you can't drink alone, obviously, so I was hoping you'd drink with me.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, come on.
You're doing so good.
+8. Do I get advantage at all?
No, unfortunately. You see, she
Can I use
takes.
my bardic inspiration? Is it too
You
late?
can't inspire yourself yet. It's a feature you get later on. As
So
much as you are
close.
as much as you're a sweet talker, honey, I have to kind of run a business here. You're more than welcome to the room, but if you don't have money to pay for the drink, then I can't hand it to you, unfortunately.
I'm gonna look her deep in her eyes
Hmm.
and be like, surely you must have just had one of those days before where you could use the little help, a simple drink from a stranger.
Honey, as much as I appreciate the sweet talking you're doing to me, this ain't a brothel, and thus I'm not on the menu.
Uh, how many people were in here? I should ask when I first walked in,
You're
but
getting it's around like you're like 5 to 6, so it's kind of there's like 12 people in here. And you could see that there's like more coming in, but it's still people. It's like getting off work,
there's
and
12.
there's about 12 people in here, excluding you and the barkeep.
Um, and more people are coming in because they're getting off work.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna start a singy song, a
yeah.
little performance, if you will.
Hmm.
A little dance number.
Hmm. And
Um, it's gonna be about how hard work is sometimes, and life just gets you down, and
mhm.
all you can do is drink.
Make a performance check for me.
Plus 8, 16.
16. You get a good crowd going, and you see the livelihood of the bar definitely does like pick up, and you see a lot more. It's a lot more joyous in here that you're playing music and dancing about the
Can I
lion's mane.
use minor illusion to make the cool lights, like colorful lights, and like,
Does minor illusion let you do that?
yeah, I can make anything really.
Well, if you create an image, it can't be more than 5 foot. The image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. I don't think so. I think
But
that's
if it's
more.
already light out, right, then
I think
it's like,
I think that's more of a thaumaturgy. There's a different cantrip that lets you do that. Actually, let me hold on. Let me check something really quick. And it's mainly pertaining to College of Lore, just to see if it's a feature that you have. Okay, so I was checking. I was curious to see if you got any more cantrips with College of Lore. You do not. Uh, it's a you put on a very ostentatious show, and you have if you want to do something else with minor illusion, you can. Like if you want to do like a smaller version of the fireworks that you did, that's more.
can I create backup dancers of myself?
Oh, I don't think it's within a 5 foot cube, and you're not.
That's pretty.
I
That's a
I
body
see
length. I can get
I
two
see I
behind
see.
me.
I don't think so, honestly, because it's like one. It's a cantrip, mind you. So like
Okay. Can I make flowers bloom?
yes, and
Yeah, I'm gonna
so
do that.
with every step you take across the room, you see flowers quickly kind of like bloom and kind of float out and then kind of fizzle with all the illusory colors that are just all over the place. And it's a good time. It's a very good time. Yeah, a lot of the folks are happy, and you see some of them even like throw some coin at you, not at you, but towards you. And
Oh, say that. How much fun did I get? I'm
you
writing this all in my notebook so I don't have to update my player sheet.
you get 2 gold pieces, 17 silver pieces, and 43 copper pieces.
17 silver and how many copper?
43.
43 copper. Okay. Are you reading my notebook as I type?
I'm not.
Uh,
But eventually the night does die down, and a lot of the the joy
um,
that your music brings definitely gets to be a little too much for some people, and they're just like, you know what, I had my drink, I had a good show, I'm gonna go home. And
So how much was that drink, barkeep?
2 gold pieces, young lady.
For a 2 gold for a drink.
2 gold pieces for a good drink. If you want a normal, something simple, that's more in the copper range. But you wanted one of the stronger, more of the better ones.
Did I not impress you with my
You
performance just now?
impressed me, honey, but I gotta run a business.
Well,
If
speaking
I'm
of
handing out
businesses, I
good,
brought in so many patrons. A ton of them were ordering drinks if you
make
asked
a
them.
make a persuasion check to see if you can try and scoop a discount.
Plus, wait, which persuasion? Oh my god,
I think
plus
it's
8.
+8.
18.
1 gold piece, but I'm not going any lower.
I'm okay with that.
And you hand her 1 gold piece, and she hands you the bottle. It's very nice, and you can see that there's a bit of like elven design on the front.
Is there still the like bottle cap on it?
Yeah, there still is.
I'm gonna pocket it.
All right. And do you wish to drink in your room, or do you wish to drink down here?
Uh, Um, I'll go to my room, but I'm not drinking it.
Oh, are you keeping it?
Yeah, I'm gonna need it for some.
Okay. And you and thus you enjoy a night of sadness and a little bit of joy at the end, with a nice good bottle. I mean, you're not enjoying, but you're having a rest. The room isn't too bad. I shouldn't say that. The room is nice. The room is well put together. The sheets, there are sheets available. You you see there's a
Is there
small
a
little
desk?
there's a desk. There's a small little like bathhouse that's like down the hall. It's a nice.
Is it a public bathhouse?
It's one that you can like lock the door if you want.
Okay.
It's one of those where it's like a bucket and water and like you know.
I'll go clean up, and then after I'm done showering, I'm going to go sit down at the desk inside my room.
Mhm. uh, Later in the night, you hear a knock on the door as you're writing.
Oh, I had something to do,
Oh,
or
my bad, my
do you
bad. Yeah,
as I
if
was writing.
oh yeah, if you go ahead.
I was gonna make a plan for how I was going to make more money as I like ponder how much money I made today, and I was like, "Oh, what am I gonna do? 2 gold pieces for," so I'm just like I'm scribbling
Yeah,
ideas.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, 2 knocks. I'll go open the door.
Mm. Uh, Opening the door, you can see it's a not at head level, but you see below you. You can see it's a kind of gnomish man who's looking at you. He looks a little disheveled, just in his appearance, and goes, "Excuse me, miss. I have a moment to speak."
Uh, who are you?
Hey, associate.
Associate,
I don't think open ears should hear what I have to say. So if you don't mind, I'd rather speak quietly in your room, if you are so inclined.
uh, can I check him for ulterior motives?
Make an insight check.
I wasn't sure if that was oh shit, that's 2. I wasn't sure if, that was inside or something else. God fucking damn it!
You pulled a
The one
lot of
time I
threes.
play a bard well, I
It
got
happens.
5.
You're getting the vibe that this guy doesn't seem to be of good culture, but you see, it's hard to read. This guy's definitely hiding a lot more of himself
Um,
to you.
you have to see where I'm coming from here. You're a strange man knocking at my door at in the middle of the night.
I understand.
You have to at least tell me what you're doing here.
I am here on a business opportunity for you.
Insight check. Roll
Okay.
the fucking dice. 18.
18. You're still not. It's still hard to read him, but you're getting the idea that he's not giving you any impression of being a liar. He doesn't seem like the nicest individual, but he doesn't seem like a liar.
I'm gonna close the door and unlock it, and then open it and let
All
them
right.
in.
Thank you.
Also, I'm gonna ready my uh,
Rapier.
rapier.
Gotcha. I understand where the where the danger might be. So, in a sign of good faith, as you see, he takes a dagger from his chest. He takes it, and he's still kind of holding his hands up. He flips it, and he hands it. He flips it and hands the handle over to you.
Drop it.
I'm giving you the knife.
Drop it. Drop
Okay,
it.
okay, okay. And you see it kind of hits the floor.
Kick it over to the wall.
Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna move over so I don't stab the blade, if you don't mind.
I'm gonna hold my rapier to his like
Yep,
neck
yep.
carefully.
And you
Yep.
see he like awkwardly kind of like looks like crab walking over to the side and kind of kicks it and you see it kind of tumble over to the wall.
I'm gonna motion for him to go up against the door, like with the
Hmm.
um,
You,
and
are you sure that
face the door.
you,
Face the door.
okay, are you sure that I'm the bad guy here?
What do you want? You can just tell it's the wood.
Okay, what the would like to hear is that I'm aware that you've been put into a position where you are less than financially stable. And as a representative of a larger organization, I have been sent to
It's
try
not
and
very smart to be so ambiguous right now. If I was you, I'm gonna be honest.
make an intimidation check.
Uh, +6? 20.
Plus 20. Okay. I work for a mercenary group that understands that you are out of money. And as it currently stands, you are in need of a stable source of income to appease your father, correct?
How do you know this?
My network of information knows a lot of things. It's not my network, it's purely the network that I represent.
Um, I'm gonna push my point like into the back of his neck just enough to draw a drop of blood.
Okay, 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 okay. I'm cooperative, trust me. If I didn't want to be, you'd be feeling a lot worse than this right now.
I don't take so kindly to stalkers.
It's less stalking and it's more information gathering, and I understand why you might feel so inclined to get more out of me, but be reasonable
Um,
here, and this is a good opportunity for
I'm
you.
gonna I'm gonna slam my arm into his back and use my other one to grab him by his head
Um,
and his hair and like pull his
ah,
crank his neck back and be
ah,
like, "Listen,
I've
I
been
don't see
listening the
much of a
whole time.
difference here. I don't see much of a difference here between this so-called information gathering and my privacy. So you want to tell me what you're really doing?"
I'm sent by my by my superior to try and enlist you in a group where you could make money. I have spoken no lies since I've entered here.
I'm gonna incite that
Okay.
specific statement.
There's gonna be a point where I'm gonna have to like cut you off of insight because you're doing it like a lot. Is he lying? Is he lying? Just keep in mind.
This does okay. This one makes sense though. You can't
Okay.
even lie.
Seeing this position and seeing what you've done to him, either he's trying to save his skin from you being incredibly aggressive towards him, or he's being genuinely honest, and this is like an honest situation. And he like this has been like a courier. This is like a mailman coming to your door and then you like stabbing him, kind of. I mean, that's exactly what happened.
Who's your superior?
Uh, a
Re- Remember the position you find
yes,
yourself
yes,
in.
yes, 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 yes. He is known as the Rat King, And trust me, as much as it would sound bad that I work for a man named the Rat King, he is a powerful informant within the city who knows a lot of things, especially about you and the Liorfiette legacy. Trust me, even things that your father doesn't want you to know, he knows.
Okay. Um. Uh. Sorry, I'm typing all this down.
It's all good.
Okay. Um. I'll uh. I'll ease up just a hair. I'll sheathe my sword. That's what
Okay.
I'll do.
Can I can I take you to him?
You didn't bring a message. You thought just coming this way would be such a smart move?
I didn't think that the daughter of an oh so powerful family would be a total bitch, with all due respect.
Feisty. I like you. Let's go.
Okay, can I get my knife, or are we just leaving it there?
Um, I'm gonna pick it up with my blade. I'll pull my blade out. Just do
Yeah,
this and
you
like
you, you like scoop it up.
serve it to him
Yeah, and
as
like
it like teeters on the tip.
yeah, and you see he very gingerly takes it and slips it back into its sheath. All right, um, follow me. And the man leads you out of the city, and he leads you less out of the more like wealthier side of Hachoma, and more into like the more industrial kind of slummy parts. This is the part where progress really is made, and you've read about it in the city, and you've come down here a few times, but you understand that there is inherent risk to being down here.
Should have changed first. God damn it.
I'm terribly sorry for short notice, but you did threaten me, and you know what, I
You
don't.
weren't gonna tell me anyway.
I
Just
was
just keep
gonna
moving.
tell you. Okay.
Just
And you see that, and you see that the man takes you to a place. You see, it's a tavern called the Liars, the Liars Last,
uh
and spelled it's like lyre, like the musical instrument.
which- wait, how do you even like Lire?
Lyre. Yeah,
Lire. Liars, what?
the Liars Last.
Liars last. Okay.
And you see, do you still have the blade out, or do you have that sheathed?
My blade is sheathed, but I have a dagger ready.
Okay. Um, Miss, as much as I think you're the one in control here, trust me, you are. I would strongly advise you to stow any weaponry when you enter here.
So you want me to follow you, a man who I don't know, who works for a mercenary group under a boss named the Rat King, unarmed?
I'm not saying you can't have your weapons. I'm saying don't have them out. You feel?
I'm just gonna stare at him very blankly, like he's crazy.
He's giving you the same look back.
Can I sleight of hand it so it's like hidden somehow? So
Sure.
it's like put on dice. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Easily enough, you tuck it away, and all right. And you see the two of you step inside, and as compared to the lion's mane, this is much more sleazy. You see a lot more of the working men down here, and you see behind the counter, you see it's an orcish man in kind of just in like a kind of basic white shirt and like an apron. Not really clean, but looks at you. He looks at you two entering, and you see he kind of, and you see he nods to a doorway that's being guarded by two by two kind of big Goliath men, just big kind of bouncers.
Um, do I recognize any of these people slash creatures?
Make a. Do you mean like personally recognize or like a?
Uh, yeah, like,
Uh,
would I know anything about them or like
Looking
maybe recognize
around,
them?
you don't see any like faces that you truly like identify. You're not in kind of the lower city as much as you are the upper city.
Do I have I read anything about the types of people
I
or
mean,
like do
you've seen I
I?
mean you've seen these types of people before. You've seen orcs, you've seen Goliaths, you've seen
Okay,
gnomes. These are
I
all
know about them.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Have
Instead,
I read about their strengths and weaknesses in any books?
I mean, they're people just like you, just about, you know.
Okay, 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 okay. So,
Do you go past the bouncers?
I mean, am I following the dude still?
Yeah, dude's going down.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Uh, moving down the stairs, you can see that this place, if the upstairs was a bar, this is more of a drug den down here. As you see, multiple people are enjoying themselves with various things that you've heard about or read about that are psychedelics, to put it blatantly.
Um,
And you see like people are like they're like laying on like large sofas and like they're vegged out.
they look like crackheads.
Yeah, you see down here. Make another perception check for me.
+8.
Perception.
Oh, sorry, +2.
Uh, 11. I think yeah. You see down here. You see figures from the upper city are here. So both upper
Anyone
city
I've
and
seen?
no one in particular that really like stands out to you, but you see based on like the attire and like the mannerisms that they have, you see that some of the upper city are more they can retain more of a high because they can pay for more of it.
Okay.
Uh, and you can see behind one wooden door, you see the person knocks and he goes, "Tiny, it's me, Tiny. I brought her."
Tiny.
Yeah, that's what they call me.
Is that the Rat King is called Tiny?
No, that's what I name is.
Your name is
It's not my actual name. It's a nickname. It's Tiny. They call me Tiny
what's
because
what
I'm a
what's
gnome.
your I see that. What's your actual name, my man?
I would rather not say in a place like this.
I mean, it's the least you can do.
The least you could do was
They
step
they
in there
they
and
know, don't they? I'll go in there if you tell me your name.
make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay, first roll. Fuck. 4. So 4 +8. 12.
My name is Sammy. Get in the room.
Sammy Tiny, no last name, my man?
Tiny is the nickname. Sammy is my first name.
No last name?
I'm sorry that we're not all part of a big old family that's got good last names. I came from the streets and I'll probably die on these streets. Please make this a little bit easier for me.
Okay, I'll lock it then. I'll lock it. No? I'll comply.
Stepping in, you can see this is a very this is the room that you're in is very much a show of wealth where there's gold pieces kind of strewn all about the place, and in the across the room you can see a very I'm just gonna say you see like you see a literal actual rat man. like kind of Master Splinter esque. And you can see that he's got a and you can see that he's currently he's currently enjoying himself with a woman in front of him. And once you enter, uh, you see you see that a face looks towards you and goes, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry, madam. We'll be right back with you." And you see the woman get off of him and begin to start walking back, covering herself up, of course, as she walks by you. And as you start to like get a better look on the guy, you can see this is a person with like three heads.
Uh, hey,
So, how are you
mm,
doing, Miss Liorfiette?
um, yeah, your henchman, your goon, you're tiny. The man,
My
he's
associate. Yes, I asked him to
you're
bring you
you're
here.
yeah. I'm here. It's late. Now that I go to bed.
Well, well, let
Uh,
me let me at least make you comfortable at least. And you see the man gets up and uh brings a chair forward for you and says, "Come, sit."
um, I don't mean to just any disrespect, but I prefer to stand.
Very well. So, your dad has kicked you out of your home, has he?
What business of yours, if he has or hasn't?
Well, the business of it being mine is that you don't have any source of money. And I'm not asking you to do what she does. And you see one of the heads looks behind you, and you can safely assume it's probably the woman he was enjoying himself with. You are a powerful, powerful individual. You know that?
I not according to my dad. I
Well,
I'm an
what your dad
overspender.
doesn't see is potential
Uh,
that I see.
How'd you hear about this anyway?
I have voices in the walls that tell me all sorts of little things about people.
Ah, wonder who it is.
Hmm, who knows? But when I come to you is with an opportunity.
I not saying yes, but I'm listening.
The opportunity that I have for you is to, well, make a name for yourself. I know your aspirations. I know you want to be a very, I know you want to travel the world. I know you want to see different things. I know you want to be a star. And you know what? I think that's admirable. I think it's a goal that's worthy of itself. But not all stars start from nothing. They always got to have something
You
that
read
brings them
my
up.
diary? I've never told anyone that.
I know things that you, I know powerful things about powerful people that they would never want me to know.
See, now it's just getting mystical.
Maybe I am a mystic, a traveler of the arcane arts, but maybe I'm just a good listener.
Oh, to be both.
Oh, to be
So, how
both.
can I help you?
I want you to join our organization as a emissary.
What is this organization?
We are a group of merchants, dealers, traders, confidants, explorers, adventurers, all sorts of words that you can use to describe someone. But we're part of the pack, the Rat Pack, of course. And what I want you to do, for me at least, is to expand our Rat Pack to other parts of the world, particularly the northern parts.
Um, what are you trying to gain out of this?
Knowledge, of course. You like knowledge, I like knowledge. We have a lot in common. It's just the methods of acquiring knowledge tend to differ.
Oddly convenient. So you want knowledge by tyranny? Is it?
Less tyranny, more information. Powerful secrets about powerful people are everywhere. It's just that people tend to tend to not say them to the right faces, especially to my face. As
Listen, I know you have some devious plan cooking. You're the boss around here. I'm sure I can help you if you just told me up front.
all right, fair enough. As you see, the Rat King stands up. He wanders over to a pile of gold with a chest on top, and he opens it. Consider this a partnership and a motion of good faith. As you see, he takes
Oh,
it's a small cylindrical object, maybe no larger than like a soup can in size. And he takes it and he takes it over to you, and he offers it to you.
I I haven't agreed yet. You haven't told me what it is that you're planning. I appreciate the gesture, but I can't accept.
What is it you want most in the world?
I uh, uh, this isn't about me.
It's
What does that have
always
to do
been
with
about you, Kaya. The world is your stage to take, and who am I to deny an artist their stage?
Yeah, that is a hard bargain you drive there. S- Uh, uh, what is he gifting me?
It is it's a cylindrical object that's wrapped in cloth, and it seems to be well wrapped.
From a
And
treasure chest?
it's less of a gift and it's more of a relic that needs to be taken somewhere else. You want money, you want power, you want fame. I can offer all three. And you can see, as with every when he said power, money, and fame, each head said each word.
Each have what?
Each head said each word: power, money, fame.
Uh-oh. Rat King with 3 heads. Jesus Christ. Um, so what do you want? What is a man who has everything could what could he possibly want?
More.
Oddly vague.
The best things in life often
And
are.
would I all I have to do is spread your pack?
With this, and you see, did you take the soup can like object?
Uh, no, I'm gonna inspect it first.
Do you actually want to like investigation check it, or do you want to?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am. 15 plus 1 because I get half my proficiency.
Yes, you do. Jack of all trades.
Uh, so 16.
The It feels cold and a bit slimy to the touch. It's a solid object, like it's something that you can hold, and it's not gonna, your fingers aren't gonna like sink into it. But it feels cold and a bit slimy through the cloth.
I arcane check it for like traps and magic.
Uh, yes, but I'm gonna say that this is the last one that you can make regarding this for the time being.
Okay, plus 1.
There is a bit of magic here. It doesn't seem to be powerful. This is not a trap. This is not bait.
I look up at him. So that's it. All I have to do is maybe potentially have some people join your pyramid scheme.
It is not a pyramid scheme, Kaya. It is it is a
I don't
modicum of
care what it is. You know what it is. You don't have to
Listen
lie to me.
to my words, Kaya. What you are joining, or what I am at least enticing you to join, is knowledge. A knowledge that I can give that you might like. What you possess there is an object that I need you to travel all the way to the northern reaches of Fambrar and open in Fambrar. You will be at no harm, you will be at no risk while opening it, but you must understand that that this must not be opened until then.
What happens if the cloth is unraveled?
The cloth is for your safety, as not many people who tend to see what's under the cloth want to even know what it is. You could take it off right now, but I recommend not showing it to many people.
Will I be okay if I look at it?
Sure.
You said no insight checks. Okay, I'll go for the peek-see. What am I looking?
Make a perception check. Just if you're doing like a little pixie into the cloth.
Oh, this is so scary, Max. Plus 2, 17.
What you see is almost like it's a rat. It's a small rat it's a pregnant rat that's almost in like in like a trance. It's not moving, it's not doing anything, but it seems to be alive. Like you can see it breathing inside of there.
He wants me to open a pregnant rat in the Northern Hemisphere?
Yes,
Wait, in where? Fembar?
in Fambrar.
Frem
Fambrar.
how what?
Fambrar.
Brar. Okay. Um, and how much am I getting for this? And what's the get what how am I getting there? What am I saying?
Name your starting price.
8 billion gold coins.
I'll give you 8 platinum for it. And I'll give you 4 now, and I will give you and you will be given 4 upon completion.
Okay. Tea break, where how much is a platinum
A
compared
platinum is
to
10 gold pieces. And mind you, everything in this world as compared to campaign 1 is scaled a lot more correctly. So like a tavern isn't like 5 gold pieces. Like a room in a tavern. A room in a nice tavern, like the one that you were staying at in the Lion's Mane, was 2 gold pieces because that's a nice room.
okay.
But currently he's saying he'll give you 4 platinum pieces, which is worth 40 40 gold pieces right now, and he'll give you 40 upon completion.
What about my travel and stay
Well, fortunately enough for you,
and
I
food?
also have I also have an opportunity for you to travel quickly along the I forget. Oh God, I need to remember what the name of the train is. Travel along the continent using the bronze sail transport system. It's a train network of sorts that allows people to go to go travel clockwise around the continent as they please. And if you and if you mention that you're part of the Rat Pack, then you will get a little bit of a free transport out of out of Hachoma.
And for food and lodging?
Well, I'm assuming you can take care of that yourself. The trip won't take more than maybe about a week. Take more than a week along the rails.
See, it's a week there and a week back. I think I deserve at least 15 platinum. 7 now and 8 when I finish the job.
Oh, you are very much overstepping your role in the first confrontation, little lady, but I respect the attempt.
You came to me for help.
I
You
came to you to help you in a situation where you didn't even know where you were going.
you very clearly were trying to persuade me to join your side in that other conversation, and I think you need me more than I need you at this moment,
Make a persuasion
and that
check with
is
disadvantage.
with disadvantage, do I
He's
not get bardic inspiration?
not buying. You can't inspire yourself. He's not buying what you're selling.
5, uh, what am I doing? Persuasion?
Persuasion.
13.
13. Understand this, Kaya. What better opportunity do you have right now to earn your father's trust? To earn your father's love? 'Cause I don't think it
And
would sound like a good idea if you spent the entirety of your 1 year playing inside of bars, earning little itty bits of coin every so often. I don't think that that's a good enough lifestyle for you. And so what I'm giving
listen,
you is an opportunity to have a much more lucrative and enjoyable lifestyle under a banner that gives you what you want, that lets you be who you are.
I appreciate that, but I'm gonna look around. Who else is in here?
Currently, there's no one else in here, but you can see the woman is still standing in the doorway.
I'm gonna look towards the woman. Is she volunteering to go to Frembar and open up this pregnant rat, or is anyone else that you have around here
Well,
with
not many of my
possibly
people
2 heads?
can travel
Oh,
to Fambar with ease, but perhaps someone with such a high status in society would be given less of a critical eye.
see, so it would be beneficial for you if I were to help you, and it would be beneficial for me if you were to
You
give me
have
my
nothing,
15.
Kaya. Understand this. You are trying to ration with a rat. And while I
3
appreciate
if you
your
count your multiple
attempts
heads.
to try and play me and coy me, understand that this is our first meeting. This is not the ending of our mutual agreement. There is more to come in the future as long as you are willing to work for it. And this seems like an opportunity of
Consider
a
it a
lifetime.
consider it a new client fee. I'm sure there will be discounts as we work together in the future, as you do say, and I look forward to it. Oh, I do.
You have no power here, Kaya. You either
Oh,
have
not
the streets or you have me. And I don't
alright.
think you're too accustomed to the streets. So I would advise, as someone who has accumulated a lot of knowledge in his lifetime, to take the deal. Lest you end up like one of those people who sits in the street and is just waiting for death to claim them.
Okay, 13.
You
I see
get
how I was unreasonable, and I'm trying
4.
to
You get 4. As you see, as you see, what you hadn't noticed previously is a tail of almost like it looks like a mace or like a flail of like rat tails. It's like a giant ball as you see it like
whoa.
slams into some of the gold and like sends it like flying across the room. One of them cutting your face, leaving a just like a little cut across the face. I have been
I
more than
don't
reasonable with you, Kaya. Do not do not misuse my trust or my patience.
I'm not sure I wanna do this anymore. Can I get a night to think it over?
You see the rat. You see the rat king kind of takes a deep breath, steps back. You'll be given a night, but understand that the eyes are everywhere. You'll
Yeah,
you'll
I'll,
I'll know you've made your choice even before you realize you've made your choice.
okay, I'll expect to hear from you soon or not. You yeah, and I'm gonna excuse me, miss, yeah, if you just let me slide by you real quick.
Hmm.
Yeah, let me just that, yeah. Bye. Just have fuck, Jesus Christ, what was that?
What do you want to do? You're in the drug den portion of the uh of the liars last.
I guess I'm just gonna
Do you want to go back to the lion's mane?
no, I wanna go to the library or somewhere where I could potentially learn more about
It's
this Rat
late at
King.
night. Not many libraries are open. I wouldn't even say
Okay,
any.
can I do it in the morning?
Sure.
We're gonna do it in the morning.
All right.
Let's name our first sex tape.
Okay. Uh
You
so
wanted a bard, you get a
I
bard.
understand. I understand. So are you going to the library after your stay at the Linesman?
Yeah.
All right. Uh, you turn. Do you turn in the
Rat
key?
King, Rat King, Rat King, Rat King. Yeah, I turned on the key. Rat
All
King.
right. Make an
Have you heard of
investig.
a Rat King?
What are you? What are you doing?
I was
I.
mumbling to myself.
And you rolled a d20.
Yeah.
I. What is this for?
Um, just in case anyone was like nearby at the bar when I turned in my key.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this once to you, Vince, and I hate to sound mean, but like, let me know. Like, ask that instead of just doing it.
Okay, my bad, my
Cause,
bad.
cause you make me more confused when I'm like, what? Why is he rolling?
Okay.
So are you asking? Are you asking around the bar? The lion's mane.
No, I'm assuming I put my key on the counter. I wanted to know what that was.
Okay.
Um, and if there's any barkeep there.
Uh, the barkeep is currently different from the one last night. As you see, as you see, this one is this one's a little bit of an older man. You can see a lot more graying around the face, and the beard looks nice. It's definitely well maintained.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk out.
All right. So you're just looking
Yeah.
for a library,
Library. Yeah,
right?
insight check.
Uh, Insight check.
Or no, investigation check.
I won't. You don't have to roll for looking for a library. You've been in the upper city for long enough to
No,
at
no,
least.
no, to look for the Rat King
Oh, in
stuff.
the light. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, investigation check. Yeah.
Oh my god, I was so scared. 18.
18. Looking around, you spend like a good like hour or two. You can't find any information about a rat king. This is
Or
not a.
the Rat Pack.
This is not something that is documented, or at least well documented enough. And as you're like looking around, as you happen to glance upon and you see a small rat looking at you.
Hey there, tiny fella.
It's just looking.
Do you talk?
It's just hanging out, not doing anything.
Uh, um, can I help you?
Doesn't seem to understand you.
So- Wait, what can I do here? Um, um, I don't know what to do.
What do
Can
you want to
I?
do?
I'm gonna I'm minor illusioning a wheel of cheese
The rat goes over, looks at the cheese.
to me,
No, he looks at the cheese and tries to eat it. It's nothing. It's not. It's an illusion.
bro. Is this rat like bipedal? Is this okay? Like an NPC or is
No,
this
no,
like
no.
a rat?
It's a rat. It's not a rat person. It's just a rat.
Oh,
It's
oh,
just
like
a
a
rat. No, no, no. It's not a bipedal rat. It's just a tiny little rat.
so. Do you see where my confusion was?
I could, yeah, yeah. I could see.
Okay, I was trying to talk to a rat like a dumbass. Oh my god. Um, where the fuck did this rat come from? We're in the nice part of town. Can I investigation?
What are you investigation? What are you investigating?
Uh, Possible connections from this mouse to the Rat King.
Sure.
Fucking hey, dude, you're shitting me. You're shitting me. A 3?
It seems like a rat. I mean, It is strange that a
Oh
rat
my
would be
god.
in it
Oh my
seems weird that a rat would be in the upper city, but
oh my god. Nothing about the Rat King. Okay, can I go to the financial section and possibly trace any large movements of gold or anything that I saw in that treasure room last night that might have a specific like blueprint I can narrow down?
I'm gonna just tell you this,
You're
Vince.
I'm following a paper
As
trail.
a part of your like your previous like investigation check, a lot of records that are pertaining to the Rat King are missing or gone.
Nothing financially at all?
Nope, this man is a ghost.
Oh my. The rat. Um, okay, I'm gonna take a step to the side. Does the rat continue to look at me?
The rat is continuing to look at you. Yes,
And I'm gonna look back.
as you've been walking around, you notice that the rat has been following you.
Um, Perception check for how many rats are looking at me right now or following me.
Go for it.
What? Fuck.
Sometimes you just roll low, man. That's how it is.
This is insane. The whole game, Max. The whole
You
game.
rolled good.
19.
I mean, to be fair, you haven't. I don't think you've rolled a 20 or a 1, so
Oh, I felt so many threes. Okay, so nothing.
it's just the one that you noticed as you were walking around.
Um, do I recall anyone that might know something?
No.
I'm gonna take a look at this object, this pregnant rat. Is there anything that I noticed this time that I didn't notice last time?
Uh, make an investigation check for me.
What is that? 13 plus uh 1.
Uh, looking at it, it doesn't seem to have changed since last you saw it. I mean, it's got a very good seal on the top. Uh,
How many can I predict how many rice or mice are gonna be fucking spawned because of this fucking thing?
uh, you're not too sure.
It's gonna be a lot.
It's gonna be a lot. That's a safe assumption.
Oh my. Uh, what happens if I think? No, I have no idea.
What are you gonna do?
How much did you plan, Max? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go up there to meet the party? Am I not? I'm so lost.
You know about the deal that the Rat King made you, and listen, that's money.
I say yes for new experiences. Adventure. Let's do it. I
All right.
look at the rat that's following me and I just nod.
You see the rat gives you a soft nod back and turns away and leaves.
Oh, I wait for instructions, I suppose.
You already were given instructions.
To go? Okay, I'll go. So, well, I wrote it down, but you know what I'm talking about.
Right. And so you
To the
make your
train, the bronze
the bronze sail,
tray.
the bronze sail.
Yeah.
Making your way there. You you see that the train isn't there yet, but you see that there's a person in kind of the booth.
Hello, good sir, good
Hello.
ma'am,
Do
good
you?
them.
So you can see it's you can see it's kind of a younger man, maybe roughly maybe around like 21. Do you are you looking to get a ticket?
Um, where can I get your name, cutie? Who are you?
Uh, um, I beg your pardon.
So cute. Are you seeing anyone? You want to
Uh,
see someone? And I lean closer.
uh, uh, I'm on the I'm on the clock right now, unfortunately.
How about you get off the clock and follow me on a trip to where the fuck did I write this down at? Where did I write it down? That's not it.
Fanbro, if you choose.
Fam Fanbar. I wrote it somewhere. I can't find it. Oh, found it. Yeah, that's what I said. You wanna
Uh,
walk
I,
out?
I, I must decline. Unfortunately, I need, I need to work, and if you don't have a ticket, and I'm, see the man take a deep breath. If you are going to
Uh,
continue accosting me, I will call the guard over.
oh, well, I hope your guard is okay with dealing with the Rat Pack. That's
You see
be a little bit of an issue for me.
his eyes widen a bit. You see he kind of like leans forward like nearby where the glass is and goes, "In the future, just lead with that. You don't need to build it up." As you
But it
see,
was so fun. I love you. And I'm gonna blow him
mm,
a kiss as I, like, walk off.
mm, well, do you want your ticket?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna, like, snag it and, like,
Yeah, and you see you take the ticket and he hole punches it. The train won't be here for another few hours. If you don't mind just waiting, it'll be here. It'll be here soon.
few hours is very different than soon. Um, what time do you get off?
I get off at later in the night. I work the overnight as well as the day.
And what time do you really get off, for, it?
Make a persuasion check.
Let's fucking go, Max. It's not a 3. Uh, perception or persuasion?
Persuasion. Yeah. What is that? What is that for your persuasion?
+8.
Plus 8. So 23.
23.
You see now that you've mentioned it, now that you've gotten past this whole like awkward he kind of like eyes you up and down and goes like, uh I'm free later tonight.
Um, you wanna do me a little favor? You see this object right here? I don't suggest opening it. I'm gonna, like, hold it out in front of
Mm.
him, be like,
And you
"This is
see
supposed to go somewhere?"
his eyes widen. He's like, no, 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 put that away.
"Oh, so you know what this is?" And I'm gonna, like,
You're gonna what?
hold it a little bit closer to his face.
Yes. And you see he takes your hands and like pushes them back towards you. Yes, I know what that is.
I'm gonna put it away. I'm not so sure you do. You care to, enlighten me?
What about
And
it? Do you need
it's, like, tucked
enlightenment?
away. Um, what exactly do you think it is? It's all wrapped up in cloth, you see.
I know what it is. I just don't want to say it out loud.
Um,
Subtlety. Come on. You're putting my ass on the
well,
line with this.
we're the only ones here.
Uh, I mean, looking around, there's a few. There's a small line that's starting to form behind you, and some of them are like getting a little
I
impatient.
have a few I have a few hours. I expect a note in my hand later, and I'll walk off.
Okay. And do you just like
And,
find it? Do you just
that
like find a seat on a
well,
bench?
hold up. Do I need to intimidate? him first. I'm gonna try to roll for that, and then I'll walk off, I suppose.
What are you trying to intimidate him with? Are you like demanding a note?
Yeah, I want, to know. Like, I
Okay,
want him to write it down and put it in my because I have a few hours to kill. I'm
okay,
not going anywhere.
okay. Then make an intimidation check.
12.
12. I'll see what I can do, ma'am, regarding your upgrading to a first class package. Travel.
Thank you. And, hail Hydra.
Okay.
You know exactly what I meant, though.
I know. Try and keep it in the world though.
I don't know what the word would have been.
Uh, but you take a seat and sit down and continue writing in your journal or whatever you want to do in the time being. Until
I'm
good.
gonna write about my experience so far. Just a little diary entry.
Okay. And a little bit later, you see the same kind of boy that you talked with walk up and go, "Hello, ma'am. I believe you dropped something earlier." And you see it's a folded piece of paper.
Oh my god, my check passed? No way. Let's fucking go. Thank you, kind sir.
Mm.
I, so clumsy of me.
Take care now.
And I
And you
take the
see
note.
he walks back to the booth.
Is anyone directly nearby me, or can I open
Uh,
this up secretly?
you can open it subtly.
What does it say?
It's just the words. They're his eyes.
It's not a pregnant rat. I 100% thought you said it was a pregnant rat, bro. What does this mean? I'm so confused.
That's what the paper says. It just says they're his eyes.
Okay, wait. It's a cloth wrapped around a pregnant rat. Look at it again. There are no
It's
changes.
a cloth
This
that is wrapped
guy's
around a jar that has a sleeping pregnant rat.
the rats are his eyes, but I got that because the rat was following. I'm so confused. What is this riddle?
It's not really a riddle. I'm gonna keep it so real with you.
A
But
little game we're
eventually,
playing, though, isn't it?
it turns day turns into dusk, turns into night, and you see the train kind of rear around and make its way make its way in, and you collect your stuff and you hop aboard the train.
Yeah, I do.
Taking a seat.
Um,
Make a quick little perception check for me.
oh, there's someone else on this train. It's one of the party members who's riding the train. 10.
10. As you're kind of getting yourself ready for the trip, you set your journal out and like you're just sitting there. You look out the window and you happen to see that there's a tower in the distance that's just really bright for some reason. It's like it's near the upper city, but it's just really like bright.
Do I know what this tower is?
Make a history check.
12.
12. I mean, you've walked by it before. You're thinking it might be some kind of like spellcaster's tower.
All right, arcane check it. Is there a spell happening right now?
I don't think you can Arcana check it from like this distance.
But it's bright enough that I can see,
It's
right? Okay.
bright, but it's
Um,
not. When you Arcana check it, you're kind of close and you're like closely inspecting it to see if it has some sort of Arcana in it.
um, see, it's a focus. Damn. Like, is like the night sky is turning into morning kind of bright?
It's like it's definitely bright. Like it's orangish in the distance. I can also, if you really want to know, you still haven't opened that gift from Thomas.
Well, okay, well, I was kind of worried about this giant light, but since there's nothing I can do about it, I'll open his gift.
Opening the gift, you can see it's a spyglass.
Oh, okay, I'll use my spyglass to look at the light.
Uh, Widening the spyglass, you take a look at the distance, and you can see it's a tower that's currently on fire.
What tower is it?
It's the same tower that you were looking at. It's apparently just a really apparently it's just flames are just pouring through the windows, and as you're like sitting there, you can see that some of the like yeah, you can see that some of the guard that are on the that are by the train station are looking at it, and you see some of them begin to start like running towards it. You can't really hear what they're saying as they're wearing kind of coverings, as they're wearing like armor to protect themselves. But you see just a lot of people are moving towards this tower. But as it currently stands,
I'm on a moving train right now,
well,
right?
the train is currently waiting because it's still collecting passengers.
Oh,
But eventually, you see the train uh, begins to take off, and you begin to start making your way east, or not, sorry, not east, west, as you travel from less of the colder terrain of the south that you're currently in, more into the warmer mesas of Tumultua. As you pass by, as you see in the distance through your spyglass, a city in the distance that's surrounded by just large mesa walls, and then eventually you get a glance at the as the train is passing. You get a glance at a just a massive gulch that's to your west, and that you pull out your map and you realize and you see that this is called the Terran Gulch, and
oh,
you
that
just
giant brown piece of craft thing.
yeah,
Okay.
and you eventually make your way north. Make your way north into the plains as you cross, as you see multiple little houses with farmers tending to their lands. Only really being able to see them for maybe about 5 seconds until the train whooshes by. But as your travels are about to come to a conclusion, one night, you hear just as you're like sitting in the cabin, uh, you just hear dun, 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 as you feel almost like a rupture underneath you, as you feel like you're like being thrown out of your seat. The train is jostled and derailed. Uh, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my God. Okay.
And
Do you want that?
I think you're good.
Okay.
Avoiding any of the debris of the cargo of the cabin that you're in from flying around and hitting you. You keep yourself relatively safe as the train begins to start sliding across the ground until eventually it comes to a stop.
Hell of
You
a time to hit a D20. Oh,
It is. And you and you start to like reorient yourself after you're a little dizzy after the train kind of exploded from underneath you and jostled you around a lot. Uh, as the as you start to like climb out of the side, you start to see that there are you start to see bandits begin to start like swarming it begin to start swarming around, and you see that they're yelling out like don't kill any of them. They're from the rich lands. We'll just rob them poor. As you see, they're readying crossbows, and as you start to like climb out and like get yourself like steadied, you see two other figures climb out of the side of the train as well. One of them being one of them being a man who's he's got he's got like red skin and like orangish kind of reddish hair.
Whose character has red skin?
You'll find out.
Um,
And the other one appears to be visually looking like a blue jay, like an anthropomorphic blue jay, climbing out.
Mordecai.
Uh, and as the three of you climb out, you can see that in the distance, a group of uh, a group of soldiers appear to approach, and you can immediately tell by uh, the uh, by the attire and like the armor that they're wearing that these guys are from the Northern Empire. But they seem to have two others with them. One of them being uh, one of them being a kind of like a half goat woman, and the other one being almost like a fancy looking sailor. And
Okay.
that is where we are going to end it for tonight, Vince.
Wow. Applause.
And stopping
Um,
recording now.